Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to another video. Today we're here for episode number 88 of Goattville updates, and here we are once again in the city working on the stadium and just checking out this view from all the way off in the distance, and it looks pretty good when you have the render distance all the way up. You can see a whole lot more of it, get a whole lot bigger of a perspective of the absolute size of the stadium that we're building here. Yeah, that's mostly just what we've been working on, some small steady progress on that. But we've also been doing a couple of things, like just basically one small thing outside of it that I just did earlier today, which will help me with some of the future projects that I'm doing. It won't really help me too much with the stadium, but what I did was I replaced the entire glass of the train station from cyan to light blue. So it's a little bit lighter colored than it used to be. It's probably not noticeable at all. But yeah, that's what I did right there, and I'll show you sort of the world edit command I figured out that I could use to change just the glass, which I can use when I get to the suburbs and I want to try and keep the same style of the house, but I want to of course change up the materials. So yeah, I guess I'll show you that over here with the stadium with the seating. So like in case I ever decide to change the color or the team name of the whatever team is playing here, I'll be able to replace all of whatever I have here, which is currently just blue, to literally whatever color in just a couple of minutes, really. But here's what we got, the progress that we've gotten done so far. I know it seems like it is just the same as it was in the previous episode, but I'm just continuing with as much as I can do on just a weekly basis. We're still continuing with these weekly uploads. But yeah, here's what I got. I did a little bit over here, expanding the right field wall out a little bit more. Where it's going to go right around to here, and I think around this right field wall is where we're going to have another wall sort of go up at this diagonal angle, which will cut off the seating, and we'll have just sort of a standing area right here, which is absent from seating until you get all the way up to like the upper decks, which will wrap all the way around on this side. Yeah, so aside from that, this side is just going to be a near copy of that side over there. That goes for both the lower and the upper decks right there. Aside from that, I put in these little aisles, that's what they're called, right here. Some of them are a little bit strange looking, like this one in the middle, but I think the majority of them are rather normal looking, rather straight. Except, when of course you're working at the angles and you're going in between these areas where it goes in and out. It gets a little bit difficult to be able to make them, but luckily we got them there, and we got somewhat of a consistent pattern going, so that way we got plenty of the tunnels leading through to get to the walking areas over here, within the stadium itself. Still not exactly sure how I'm going to get from the different levels. I think we'll just have like certain ramps which go like along the edge right here, but there's really not that much space if we're going to be using all of this for like these little luxury kind of, I don't even know what to call these. What these things are. I probably know the name of it more than I do, but these are going to be taking up all of the space on this side, so we're only going to have a little space for a little bit of a hallway right here. Maybe we'll have some steps in between, which you can use, but I kind of want something a little bit more open scale. But yeah, we've done a little bit of work with trying to figure out what it's going to be like here in the front, so like when you first entered the stadium. It's a little bit dark right now, but hopefully you can see once I get a little bit closer, but currently it's just a big open space here in the middle, and we got this little thing right here, which is right here by the base, and there's a small little thing which comes out, and I was thinking, what could I put here? I think the only thing that really would fit would be some sort of statue right here in this little pedestal kind of thing right here. But yeah, this is just sort of a place where it digs in so that you can have a small little ramp which goes up here to the side. There's just barely enough space for that to sort of fit in. I want them to be a little bit wide enough to the point where it's not just like a dedicated staircase, but rather like an actual continuation of whatever sort of path you'd be walking on. But yeah, and there's also a little bit of access right here to the tunnel, which leads right out to the front. But yeah, this is just all sort of a little proposal of what this layout is going to be. I kind of like the idea of like a sort of multi-jointed little second floor right here, where it sort of bends around to allow for these staircases, but I think it's a little bit too open. I think there's a little bit too much open space. I know this is the main entrance, but you got this massive entrance right here. It kind of already gives you plenty of a feeling of openness, so I think we might bring the stairs or this little ramp a little bit out, maybe make it a little bit more narrow, and instead have the more dedicated ramps going up to the second floors, maybe around here, because we have all this space right here, and I think we can just easily have one start here and then just go right up to the top, because the bridge doesn't start until around here, so it should easily be able to work. But anyway, let's go check out the little world edit technique, because I don't think I have really anything else much to cover except for in the future videos, aside from continuing the the seating all the way over there, including both the seating and the little aisles and the tunnels. In some of the future videos, we'll actually start working on some of the back right here, which would be some of the more touristy areas, places that are a little bit more interesting than just sort of the field and the seating and whatever sort of things lie within the interior of the stadium. So yeah, we'll get working on some of that. I'll show you some of the plans that I got, and hopefully in the next episode when I get started on that. But yeah, the little technique that I figured out, which is something that I've been wanting to find for quite a while, but I just haven't been able to get it. So I'm going to quickly grab the coordinates of this, and I'll just type in the command real quick. So yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, so we're just here at the other coordinate, and then if we just fill in the concrete, and then whatever color we want, we'll just do 1, which I think is like a brown or an orange, one of those two, and then just do like a replace, and then with a concrete 11, which is what the blue ID is. So if we do that, you can see it just all shifts to orange, like this. So if we wanted to ever change the team color, we could just easily do that really quickly, and then if we go back to where we originally were, and then just replace the two, color IDs. We go up here and then change this one to 1, and then fill this one, which is another 1 right there. It goes right back to blue, and that just fell off right there. But yeah, pretty interesting little tool I found out right there. That's something I wanted to find out like 2 years ago when I was working on the suburbs to try and change the house colors. So maybe once we're finished with the stadium, we start moving to the other parts of the world. It'll be a little bit more of an interesting tool to use. We can get like an entire neighborhood done with just one episode. So yeah, hopefully we can get to that. Maybe sometime soon, because this stadium is definitely going to take a while. It's hard to believe I've been working on it for almost 3 months now. So yeah, maybe another 3 months. It'll be somewhat close to completion. That's kind of the target date that I was looking for, but who knows. But yeah, anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!